All right, fans, welcome back to ANOW Championship Wrestling. And this is our special tournament episode. And as you see on the screen, we've got our brackets set. And a little bit of news before we get into the matchups here. I mentioned on episode 3 that there was a lot of discussion between the board of ANOW and owner Tom Channel as to whether or not this was going to be an 8-man tournament or a 16-man tournament. It turns out that the board went with a 16-man tournament. I don't know what I'm exactly supposed to say and what I can't say, but Tom Channel was basically being a real pain in the butt from what I understand, and he demanded that that new group of characters that I repeatedly said that I do not care for. They call themselves ANW, the Macho Man, the Massacre, and Iron Mike. Tom Channel was adamant that they were in the tournament, even though they just recently signed contracts with ANOW. So the board did make some stipulations. So before you, we have the brackets, and let's kind of run through each matchup here real quick before we get on to the fights. Up here in the top left, the first matchup of the night, we're going to see Iron Mike, one of those ANW thugs, taking on Obelisk. And Obelisk is a little bit wobbled with a bad knee, as you may have seen in the third show, but he is going to push on and try to compete for the title. Second matchup we're going to see is Rocko Metavaria, who now wants to just be called Rocco, and he will be taking on Menace. Third matchup of the night will pit Thunder Tiger against a newcomer that we have not seen yet. His name is Slam Dunk, and actually there's going to be 2 other fighters in this tournament that we have not seen yet. In order to fill out the tournament brackets and be as fair as possible, the board decided to sign on some new talent, either champions or very good fighters from different organizations to fill out our bracket. And then down here is the big one. Huge fan favorite, God of War. And the board, for all of Tom Channel's poking and prodding and demanding with the tournament, they decided that they were going to go ahead and throw Tom Channel in the tournament. And what better matchup to have for him than the God of War? And so that should be quite interesting. Then the next fight we're going to have is one of Tom Channel's good buddies, Massacre, and he will be pitted against Redneck Rosteen. After that, we'll see Cody Massacre, who again is one of those fighters we have yet to see, and he will be taking on a fighter that champion from another organization called Flair. Again, someone we're not familiar with, but we'll get the first look at both of them tonight. Then we finish up with the last 2 matches of the first round. We have Boulder, who we saw in an earlier episode with a dominating performance over Flick Thug, and he will be taking on the Battle Royal winner, Kirk Angel, who earned a spot after winning that Battle Royal, and which brought him to tears. And then finally, we're going to see Core Crow as he carries his baseball bat down to the ring to meet the final ANW thug, the Macho Man. And from there, only the winners will advance on and meet, and we're going to run through this entire tournament. At the end of the night, we're going to have a winner of the left bracket down here, a winner of the right side down here, and those 2 will compete for the ANOW World Championship title. So by the end of this episode, you will see a new champion, and it should be very exciting, so let's get started. All right, and here we go with the first match of the night. And there's Obelisk, a mountain of a man. See a slight limp as he works off that attack he suffered at the hands of Whack Oz, his thug brother, at the end of our third show. And he's awaiting his opponent, Iron Mike of ANW. There he is, and his thug buddy, the Massacre, tossing their sword back and forth. We got a packed house tonight. This should be a doozy. And I don't know if it's appropriate as an unbiased commentator, but I really hope Obelisk wins this match. Oh my God, this is wrenching Iron Mike. He's going to break his back. Doug Hillman in good position. What the hell? Come on, guys, get him out of there. Slicing big hunks out of Obelisk. gone with a two-referee setup tonight of Big Doug Hillman and Tony Land just to keep this kind of stuff from happening. And we want the best man to win this tournament. We don't want interference to determine the outcome. Obelisk going into the ropes. Iron Mike waiting for him. Just waste a little steam. Tony Land down. Oh, you can't lift up a man. Oh, man. God almighty, that could be it. He's working Iron Mike's knee. There he is again. Tony Land, get him out of there. There he is again. Dang it, get him out of there. Is taking a beating right now. He's fighting back. He doesn't want to worry about Massacre. Oh man! Both men stunned. Both men exhausted. Obelisk can't even stand. His knee just gave out. He's just swinging it air. Got a third referee coming down to help out. Thank God. Iron Mike, I don't like him one bit, but he's tough as nails. Button nose is busted wide open like a cherry. Oh, his knee. This is it. What? How's he hanging in there? Just a mountain of a man putting all his weight down on that knee. Doug Hillman's down there. There he is again. Thank you, Doug Hillman. Doug Hillman's beating the hell out of Massacre. Boom. That's it. This has got to be it. Oh my God. Iron Mike appears to be unconscious. Obelisk knee looks like it's blown out. I don't know if he'll be able to continue even if he wins this matchup. Crowd's going crazy. Choke slam after choke slam. Yeah, I don't think either man might be able to continue on to the second round. I mean, this is brutal. There's that thug again in the ring. Tom Channel wasn't in cahoots with these guys. I mean, any normal owner would have these guys arrested and thrown out of the organization. Wait a minute. I think Iron Mike accidentally struck his partner there. Oh, blood is everywhere. I'm getting nauseous. Beating. I don't know how Iron Mike is standing. Oh, they're going into the knee again. It's a double count out. Nobody wins. Oh my God. That is not what the board of ANOW wanted when we started this tournament. Oh boy. Well, the winner of the next match is already going to advance on to the Final Four. All right, after that debacle in the first matchup, we're on to Menace versus Rocco Metavaria. Have to remember to call him Rocco, or he'll want to meet up with me after the fights tonight. And again, we've got a buddy down there at ringside, and Cabal. Really don't need him down there. So hopefully Tony Land and Doug Hillman can keep a little better control of this than they did in the last matchup. And I respect both of these officials, but they certainly could have done a better job. Early victory there. I think Menace really caught Rocco off guard with that shot to the chin. It was almost like a Anderson Silva kick. Well, Doug Hillman just caught one right in the face. He might be busted wide open. Donnybrook on our hands right here. Here we go. Rocco dishing out kicks and punches. I mean, this is a street fight. And a little bit of technique. Behind you, Hillmans. There you go. That's why we got Big Doug Hillman in there. He's going to take matters into his own hands. And the match is over. Menace. Clean win. Just came in like a tornado. Steamrolled over Rocco Metavaria. Wow. What a win. All right, on to match 3 we go. Thunder Tiger and Slam Dunk. And there he is, in the United Kingdom. Our first look at Slam Dunk, one of 3 men that have not competed in A&OW up to this point. And what an opportunity for that gentleman. He's got his hands full. This is an acrobatic, high-flying, balls-to-the-wall fighter right here. He will take no prisoners. Well, we got to stare down. Slam Dunk bringing the fire, but Thunder Tiger doing a good job defensively. Breaks the eyes. Slam Dunk looks like he's making the most of this opportunity. He is fired up. Ooh. Thunder Tiger's neck. Could be hurt. He's not getting up. And Slam Dunk's taking on Tony Land, Doug Hillman, and Thunder Tiger. Figure 4 leg lock. Slam Dunk is looking real good here early on. He is literally dominating Thunder Tiger. Did not expect this, I must say. Tony Land begging Thunder Tiger. Can you proceed? Thunder Tiger breaks out. Oh my God. Thunder Tiger tries to look at Tony Land. I don't think he knows where he is. Now Slam Dunk hit Tony Land. Tony Land's unconscious. Oh, that's it. This fight's about to end in one of the most dominating performances I've seen. Yeah, that's it. Stop it, Doug. Yeah, I hope there's not children watching this. We do not need to promote this type of violence. This is why we have the disclaimer at the beginning of the program. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a damn beating. I don't know who the hell Earl Benson is, but he needs to mind his own business. Must be one of Slam Dunk's buddies. From the UK, Thunder Tiger, not giving up. Trying to break the ribs of Slam Dunk. Taekwondo ability of the Slam Dunk. It's over. Just count that. 1, 2. Oh, Tony Land is getting physical. Thunder Tiger, very impressive. He is not. He wants this championship belt worse than life itself. God almighty. Please, yeah, thank you. Oh man, extremely impressive performance by newcomer Slam Dunk. Folks, I have to admit, when I was first given a copy of the brackets, this was the matchup that I wanted to see. God of War. Beast of a man. He's going to take on that clown of an owner that we have, and I don't care, I'm going to say it. If you don't like the Tom channel, you can fire me. Hopefully he doesn't bring any thugs down the ring with him. There he is. Damn you, Tom channel. Stand that man. He he does sign my paycheck. So this is the board showing its appreciation for Tom Channel. Sticking him in the ring with God of War. Tom Channel, though, not backing down. God of War, taking it to him early on. Come on, God of War. I hope he kicks Tom Channel's ass. Tom Channel. I give him some props here early on. He is hanging in there. He's actually beating the hell out of the God of War. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, God of War appears to be very lackadaisical. A case of food poisoning or something. I don't know what Tom Channel may have done here. But Tom Channel is just laying the wood to him here. I mean, he is beating the daylights out of him. There you go, God of War. Choke him out. We don't want to see another count out. And unfortunately, in these matchups, you know, count outs do count. So if one of these men were to be counted out, the other one would advance. Both men doing the smart thing, got back up to the ring. Inside, see if he can finish him. Here comes Elizabeth Regal. Not quite sure who she's affiliated with, but again, that's why we have two officials. Tony Land's taking care of her. Tom Channel's telling her to get out. Come on, God of War. Oh, Elizabeth! God Almighty, raking Tom Channel's eyes. I've never been happier for interference. Grabbing it is deep. God of War's back. Oh no. I think that's God of War's girlfriend, but I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Tom Channel with a huge upset. No. Right now, fans. Oh, and he cheap shots her and he runs away. Damn him. All right, on to the fifth match of our World Championship Tournament. We've got Redneck Rosteen, and he'll be taking on the Massacre. And I can't wait to see who comes down to the ring with the Massacre. So I can't imagine he would actually come down alone and face Redneck man-to-man. So I'm sure it'll be Iron Mike or the Macho Man. Let's see what we've got. And it's Iron Mike. So there's the Massacre, seeing if he can do what his partner Iron Mike was unable to do and actually advance in this tournament. Iron Mike tried to distract him, it didn't work. Massacre going after the knee. Not a bad idea against a powerful man like Rosteen. What's Iron Mike doing in there? Rosteen now appears to be upset. He is just flailing on Massacre. Oh, threw him out of the ring like a rag doll. Referee's going out to try to break these two up. Tony Land getting in the fisticuffs with Rosteen. There's Iron Mike. That's why we got to keep this in the ring. Rosteen is just going to go after somebody. He might start going after the fans. He doesn't care if it's officials or who. He's going in, he's taking on these guys 2-on-1. Yelled a few expletives at Iron Mike, got him out of the ring. Now let's get down to a good old-fashioned wrestling match here. Oh my God. Iron Mike off the stairs into the ring. Good high kicks there for Massacre. Redneck Rosteen answers. Ooh. comeback here. Yeah, he is unfortunately making a fight of this. I was hoping Rosteen would kick his ass. That's over. Nope. These men are going at it. This is a brawl. Oh, man. Right, I don't care who you are. I don't want to see that. Tony Lane just threw a brick out of the ring. Redneck Rosteen is dazed. Oh, man. Ooh, that was an explosive. Jesus Christ. Rosteen's hurt bad. Comes Essa. Oh my gosh. That's the second time we've seen an explosive. Oh, he's just breaking the nose of Rosteen. What the hell? Oh, that Essa's taking on both men. He doesn't want to take on Doug Hillman, I can tell you that right now. Both men here are just exhausted. They have thrown everything they've got. Again, just like our first matchup of the night, I don't know if either man can continue on, even if they do win. Rosteen with a sleeper, this could be it. Oh no, son of a bitch. No. Good job, Rosteen. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Good job, Essa. We're going to have to use 3 referees. This is just out of control. The Massacre just... he's exhausted. This is time for Rosteen to pull out the victory. Ooh, God! He's an inch shorter. It's over. Good job, Rosteen. All the interference and everything. Iron Mike tried his damnedest, but the Massacre couldn't prevail. Redneck Rosteen advances. All right, here we go. The only matchup of the tournament that's going to pit 2 newcomers to ANOW. And then we have Cody Massacre as he gets ready to meet up with Flair. Andy Aniston, and hopefully Andy can refrain from interfering in this match. Just want the best wrestler to win. Got 2 of our finest officials in Tony Land and big Doug Hillman, and I'll be damned if Aniston isn't in the ring. Cody Massacre. There he is. There he is. Damn! Come on, Doug, don't just wave your hand at him. Hit him. Flair dishing out the chops. Laying the boots to Cody. Oh, just chopping him down to size like an oak. Good Lord. Working over that back, man alive. Flair is just a machine right now. Brutality. Working the right knee. So Cody Massacre got a second win. Well, small package. Flair looks to be a good combination of brutality and technique. Where Cody Massacre is just street fighting at this point. He's got those taped up fists and he is, oh man, the buttocks. Looks like it could be an illegal choke. 2 fine officials, they don't see it, so I guess it's not. But right now Flair is really just God, turn around, guys. What is that idiot doing in the ring again? Right now, Flair is just really taking it to Cody Massacre. Expected a lot more out of Cody. Now he's putting up a fight. There's those backhanded chops from Flair. Just devastating Cody. The crowd very pleased with this matchup. Okay, we're going to have a count out here, folks. Boulder, who we're going to see later on in the tournament. Oh, man. Flair was trying for the cheap count out right there and didn't get it. And what Boulder did running out of the crowd, I have no idea. Oh, and there he is. Apparently he's got some kind of history with Flair. Well, maybe he's got history with both of them. I think this might be a message. Don't come into my organization and think you're going to compete for a world title because it's mine. Ooh, Jesus! Brainbuster. Flair's unconscious. Nope. He's just crawling. He doesn't even know where he is. Flair is resilient. Leg sweep there by Cody. He's putting up a heck of a fight. Figure four action going here. There's Boulder again. Come on, guys. Those are just devastating chops by Flair. They are just destroying Cody Massacre's neck and chest region. His flesh is red and swollen. It's hideous. Figure four. This could be it. Oh, his leg broke. Son of a bitch, his leg just broke. Flair with a wonderful performance. All right. On to the second last match of the first round. And there's our Battle Royal champion and an automatic qualifier for doing so, Kirk Angel. Sharp scissors down there at ringside. They certainly don't need to be there. And he's going to take on Mr. Interference from the last fight, Boulder, who barely had enough time to change into his wrestling outfit. Make it down to the ring here. And let's see if we can just have a clean match up here. Two really good wrestlers right here. God, we've actually gone 15 seconds without interference. Kirk Angel swings some heavy fists. Wait. Whoa. That was close. Kirk Angel, if you can remember from the Battle Royal, an emotional man. That does not detract from his fighting ability nor his aggressiveness in the ring. Standing bulldog. The two count. I think Boulder is a little caught off guard here. He expended too much energy interfering in that last matchup. And right now he's getting his ass kicked. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if it's appropriate or not, but in terms of my commentating, I'm not always the most appropriate. But right now this is just a beating. Yeah, please stop it. I think I heard his neck snap. Sounds like a 2x4. He's not getting up. All right, in the last match of the first round, he's going to pit one of those A&W thugs, the Macho Man, and of course he's going to come down accompanied by someone because he's a coward. And he will be taking on Crow, who should come down to the ring with a baseball bat, and he might certainly need it. There we go. And I would have switched to an aluminum bat for this match, to be honest with you. You don't ever know what these guys from A&W are going to do. Or do I even know what A&W stands for? Doug Hillman just struck Tony Land. Alright. Pro trying to take a little steam out of the Macho Man here early on. Macho Man's got a nice tan. Macho Man does have ability. The way he does things and the crew he hangs around with, I've come to dislike him. That was. He's telling Tony Land that he was thrown from the ring. Macho Man fighting back. Go to the midsection, kicks to the ribs. I don't even know if he can breathe at this point. It's busted wide open, it's over. Massacre is out there moving around a table. Looks like some kind of idiot outside the ring. Yeah, this is poor pros for the taking. He's just punishing Macho Man. It's not even a contest. Back of Macho Man's shirt says something about the best. I don't think he's close to the best. And this is karma right here, folks. Well, it's an illegal choke, but they're calling the match. Domination. All right, and here's a look at our updated brackets. Starting up with the first matchup of the night, Iron Mike and Obelisk. Unfortunately, that ended in a double count out. And there's no winner, which means Menace, instead of having to face one of those two gentlemen, automatically makes it to the Final Four. Then we had Thunder Tiger and Slam Dunk, and actually a very good contest. Although Slam Dunk did dominate it for the most part, but Thunder Tiger was certainly game. Slam Dunk wins and takes on a surprising victor of his first matchup, Tom Channel, who I was really hoping to see him get his ass kicked. But it didn't happen, but Slam Dunk looked real good in his first matchup, so hopefully he can get it done for us. Then we had Massacre losing to Redneck Rosteen, and Cody Massacre, no relation, being defeated by Perry Flair. That's going to pit Redneck and Perry Flair in our, which actually is going to be the second match here of the second round, since we don't have a first match over here. And then the third and final match of the second round is going to be Kirk Angel and Core Crow. And that should be a good one right there. At the end of these three matchups, we're going to have our Final Four. And then who knows what's going to happen. All these men still alive in the tournament, and really, I'm not biased. I just certainly hope that Tom Channel doesn't win. That's all I have to say. And away we go, fans. Slam Dunk, who I hope is really on top of his game in this one, takes on our wonderful owner. I spoke bad about him in the last matchup. I let my emotions get the best of me. Tom Channel is, oh man, not again. We've been seeing that all too often. That could be a knee injury right there that really hinders him against Tom Channel. But Tom Channel appears to have a bottle of beer in his hand. I don't know how serious he's taking this. But I was reminded by Mr. Channel when he came back after his first matchup that I need to clean up my commentating style, so he does write my, sign my paycheck, so. Slam Dunk, throwing some kicks at Channel. Need to have Tom Channel staggered. Dropping some knees on him. Yeah, Slam Dunk, I'll tell you what, he is a good-looking athlete. Might have his hands full after a huge upset like that. I mean, God of War might have been the overall favorite to win the entire tournament, to be honest with you. And that's really why the board put Tom Channel against him. have Tom Channel eliminated right away and hopefully take a little punishment, in the match as well. But it certainly didn't turn out that way. But Slam Dunk is just outclassing Tom Channel. I think Mr. Channel's stamina is in question here, and we got some kind of a count. Nobody was being pinned. Tony Land is, I think, exhausted. Yeah, Tom Channel is just taking a beating in this one, and it's about to be a night over for Tom Channel here. Some guy named Battle Axe that's not part of this organization. It's a friend of Slam Dunks or some kind of hired muscle of Tom Channel. And whoever this guy is, he's striking Tony Land. Tom Channel somehow kicked out, and that is a hired thug. That's muscle that Tom Channel brought in to make sure he didn't lose. Big Doug Hillman just kicked him in the nuts. Tom Channel just wobbling out there. I mean, he's out on his feet. Uh-oh, watch this, fans. Ooh, man! It's over. It is over. His knee just bent the wrong way. It's hyperextended. Doug Hillman just got hit. Thug's trying to help Tom Channel to his feet. He's swinging and missing. I don't know what he's swinging at. Tom Channel, I tell you what, not real fond of him, but he is tough as nails. He is not quitting. Slam Dunk is just standing there playing with his wrists. Oh man, he was setting him up for the big spin kick. Both of Tom Channel's eyes are swollen shut. And Tom Channel's going forward. There's that moron again on the apron. Tom Channel, as much of a pain in the ass as he is, man, he's a tough guy, I'll give him that. And it looks like Slam Dunk is at his wit's end. Oh, the sleeper hold does it. It's over. Slam Dunk with a win, and I wish I could say some more bad things about Tom Channel, but that was a hell of a performance right there. At least in terms of grit and determination. Oh, there's that moron. Somebody call the police. All right, and this proves to be a good one, as Redneck Rosteen takes on A&OW newcomer Flair. Redneck Rosteen with an impressive performance in his first matchup. I think we just had an explosion in the ring. I think a fan may have tossed a grenade in there. And there's Flair, who was also equally impressive in his first match, defeating Cody Massacre. Andy Aniston did poke his nose in there a couple times, and we really need to make sure that doesn't happen again. He's already getting involved. It's over. Nope. The old Redneck. Not giving up that easy. Flair, though, is a very good combination of just aggressive street fighting ability, but really mixed in with some technique as well. So there's a perfect example right there. Quick small package. Nope. I should say a victory roll. Suplex outside the ring. There's that idiot with a baseball bat. Hopefully he doesn't intervene. Staggered, falls off the ring apron. Really need both these men to get back in the ring. It's the last thing we want to have is a count out in the second round of the tournament here. But then again, if you're that stupid to stay outside the ring for the 10 count, then we don't want you as our world champion anyway, so. All right, back in the ring. Flair certainly getting the best of the old Redneck to this point. Working the midsection and maybe a couple of low blows there. The technician Flair working on the leg. Rosteen's even going to be able to walk. This could be it. Quick kick out by the Redneck. Man alive. Brutal suplex. I thought I saw Redneck's eyes roll to the back of his head right there. He is hurt badly. God, could have broken his ribs with that. Flair just dominating at this point. Oh, Redneck doing what he needs to do to survive though. Tosses Flair outside the ring. Flair not getting up. Redneck's getting dirty. God. I certainly see where Rosteen's coming from here with these tactics. Normally I wouldn't approve of such a thing, but there he is. There he is. Good. Nope. Tony Land's hurt. He just got his eye put out. Rosteen's going to get counted out if he doesn't get back in there. Flair going into the crowd. Redneck. Oh no, Flair's going to win this by count out. Oh, Redneck, his back is just cut to ribbons like somebody went at him with a razor blade. This one should prove to be quite a battle. Kirk Angel and Cora Crow about to go at it. The pageantry of the ANOW tournament is second to none. Got a rowdy looking crowd too, I'll tell you that. Boy. Those guys in the crowd look like they're ready to jump in the ring and go at it themselves. Okay, two competitors here, not afraid to come down to the ring by themselves. Cora Crow going at it. Taking to Angel early. Oh my God. Low blow. Angel fighting back. Angel turns the tables there on Crow and tosses him outside the ring like a loaf of bread. Angel picked up something. I don't know if it's the ring bell. Doug Hillman taking a swing at Angel. Cora Crow's about to get counted out. He better get his butt back in the ring. Jump and a miss. Russian leg sweep right on the bell. Cora Crow's spine is beating. He may not be able to get up. Yeah, it's going to be a count out, folks. He cannot walk. Nope, he's up. Kirk Angel right now just dominating. I thought it was going to be a good, solid matchup, and Cora Crow is getting outclassed at this point. Oh no. That's another referee. ANOW has some plants in the crowd, just in case we need to, and I don't know why Tug thought it was a good idea to enter the ring at this point, but there he is. 3 referees is what we're going to give you at ANOW to make sure you get quality matchups and the least amount of interference as possible. Cora Crow is not going down without a fight, but I think it's a matter of time, folks. Angel real strong. Oh yeah. Referee tug there, with peanut butter complexion. Some beautiful flowing hair. Refereeing pants are not standard uniform of the ANOW. Working the ankle of Crow, but he's not giving up. I don't know where he's finding the resilience, the intestinal fortitude to hang in there, because I just heard something snap. My God. I'll tell you what, we've seen some real men here tonight in the ring. These guys are not giving up. They want that. Oh, man. He is just working the lower back hip. That needed to be stopped. That was just out of control and brutal. Angel can't even go. All right, fans, down to the final four we go. And we've got two outstanding matchups here that are going to take us down to the championship matchup and our eventual new ANOW World Champion. The first matchup we'll see here is going to be Menace as he takes on Slam Dunk. And I think we have a real advantage here for Menace, as you know, he has not had to fight in quite a while, and actually only had the one matchup, of course, and he's been in the back resting. And on the other side of the bracket here, we have Flair, newcomer to ANOW, making quite an impression here in his first couple appearances with us. And he will take on the darling of the ANOW, Kirk, an emotional man who has won his way through a battle royal to even earn a spot in this tournament, and then defeated two of the toughest men in the ANOW, in Boulder and Crow, to make it this far. So we've got Menace and Slam Dunk. Then we're going to see Flair take on Kirk, and the winner of those two are going to go at it. And we're going to crown a new champion here shortly. Sit back and enjoy. All right, fans, buckle up and get ready as we get started with the first matchup of the Final Four, Slam Dunk versus Menace. And an interesting note here, two of the Final Four competitors in our tournament are newcomers to ANOW. So I will certainly give the board of ANOW and unfortunately Tom Channel credit. They know how to bring in new talent. There's Menace and his brother Cabal. And we just have to hope there's not the interference from Cabal in this one. And also for the final two, well really the Final Four matches here, these two matches of the Final Four, we have removed the count-out rule. We certainly can't afford to have a double count-out, so we want to give the fans three more matches here to determine the champion, and that's what we're going to do. Starting off the clean match, Menace absorbing the blows from Slam Dunk like he's a fly. The size of Menace. Tattooed giant. Slam Dunk, though, not giving up. He is dishing it out. Big elbow drop. It's an illegal choke. Tony Land looking at it. Not doing a damn thing about it. Slam Dunk right now just taking a beating. And he's had two impressive wins in the tournament, one over Thunder Tiger, one over Tom Channel, and it looks like he might be worn out at this point. Oh my gosh. This could be it. Referee's way out of position. Nope. Slam Dunk is resilient. Oh my, big right hand. Cody flash. Trying to come in and help Slam Dunk. Again, like a fly. Menace just struck him down with a boot. He just woke back up. And he hit his buddy there, apparently. Man, this is just a brutal beating, folks. Menace, I think, could finish him at any time. He's playing around, and now here comes Slam Dunk. Quick quick feet of slam dunk. Peppering Menace's face with high kicks. Menace fighting right back. The action is hot and heavy, fans. Oh man, huge foot. That'll break your jaw. For the pile driver. Slam dunk broke free. Kicking ability of slam dunk. And there's the interference that we were hoping we wouldn't see. Both men exhausted. Had some technical difficulties there. If you noticed that, I apologize. Flung outside the ring, appears to be okay. Slam dunk, I think doing the right thing and waiting for him to come back in. If you go outside, you're going to have to take on the ball, and that's not what you want to do. Menace right now just a little bit toying the slam dunk. Oh, big choke slam, this is it, folks. Yeah, slam dunk. Wonderful newcomer to ANOW, but just could not deal with the size of Menace. Menace advances to the championship fight, where he will meet either Flair or Kirk Angel. And without further ado, here we go. Flair and Kirk Angel. The winner to meet Menace in the first ANOW Championship bout. And tell you what, fans, hopefully you've enjoyed this night as much as I have. This has been tremendous action. There's Flair and that idiot manager of his, Andy Aniston. If Andy can refrain from entering the ring, and if he does, I wish Doug Hillman would just slap him right in the face. Conversation between the two wrestlers, and here we go. Flair going for a quick pin, seeing if he can catch Angel off guard. Didn't work out. Angel doing the same. It's over. Nope. That was close. Kirk Angel, much fresher of the two at this point. Flair, just a slam dunk in the last bout. And there's Aniston. Refs, him out of there. It's going to be awful difficult. Kirk Angel looking really good early on, but that moron Aniston keeps interfering. Oh, it looks like Angel's going to go outside and beat the hell out of him. Nope, just wanted to taunt him a little bit, tell him to stay outside where he belongs. And Angel is just outclassing Flair at this point. Wrenching the knee. There he is again. I'll tell you what, the board's decision to go with 2 referees for this tournament was a wise decision, because we do have a lot of outside interference in ANOW, but if you're going to have 2 or even 1, you've got to do your job, and I'm a little disappointed with Doug Hillman and Tony Land. Highest paid officials in the business, and they gotta keep these guys outside the ring where they belong. Kirk Angel in control early. Flair now coming back. Angel looks winded. Just stretching him out. It's hideous. Fans don't like what they're seeing, but Flair, tell you what, the first couple of minutes of this match, I thought it was an easy victory for Angel. Flair is tough as nails. He's coming back. Kirk Angel, no slouch. The arm bar. Flair immediately breaks out. As I mentioned in the last fight, there is no count out. We're going to make sure we have 2 competitors in the championship fight, and obviously there won't be Aniston trying to throw Flair out of the way to help him out, but he trips over the steps and somehow broke through an aluminum staircase. The impact was immense. But we do have it structured where it will break away at a certain impact level to help with the safety of the wrestlers, but still you have to hit it pretty hard to have that happen. I don't know what the hell Doug Hillman and Tony Land are doing in there. Aniston's out here just having his way with Angel. I know I don't have decisions in the company, all I do is commentate, but we're going to have to get some different officials for the final fight because this is embarrassing. Andy Aniston just laying the boots to Angel. Aniston protecting his guy again there. Tell you what, it was a wise decision as well to remove the count out from the final four. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. Angel just went right through the barrier. Blood is just squirting everywhere. This is a hell of a battle right here, folks. Both of these men just going at it tooth and nail. We're going to need a big-time cleanup crew for the championship fight. We can't have blood all over the place. Thank goodness. Powers that be, send Ian Collins down to help things out here. The issue we're going to have here is there's 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this bout. We must have a winner. Flair needs to get his butt back in the ring here. Canvas. 2 minutes remaining, folks. We're doing our best to give you a championship bout, but if this ends in a time limit draw, it looks like Menace is going to be the new ANOW champion. Believe that Flair and Kirk Angel wouldn't be going for the win here. I don't quite understand this strategy. 1 minute remaining. We just had an explosion off camera. Yeah, the referee's just doing an embarrassingly poor job. Well, fans, I'll tell you what, this night's going to end a little quicker than we anticipated because Menace is going to be your new ANOW champion in 9 seconds. And that's it. Two guys that really just care more about beating the hell out of each other than they do advancing to the championship round, and many reasons for that, one of which maybe they simply didn't want to take on Menace. He's an intimidating, powerful man, and you know, and these guys, they don't even care that the bell rung. They're still going at it. Flair going for a pin. I don't quite understand it, but that's going to conclude the tournament. We congratulate our new ANOW champion, Menace. Tell you what, you know, he got the job done, even though he only had to win 2 fights, and he won the title. So we're going to cut from this, and thank you for watching ANOW. Please give us a like. Please subscribe to channel 4110, and we will see you on the next episode of All New Online Wrestling.